Hi, welcome to this video. It's a quick little rough and ready one. I'm just doing the sound from the phone, the camera speaker, so don't moan at me for sound quality. So this one is, I got asked a question in a comment the other day from Paul Cunningham, so shout out to Paul, thanks for watching the videos and for asking the questions. I'm hoping I've understood what he was wanting me to do. He was really wants to know how smooth sort of the transitions are on the Deluge when you go in between songs using program change messages, and it works pretty well. I'm having a few issues with my System 8 because I've not quite got my head round the program change messages on the System 8, and it's doing some weird stuff. But I've only got actually the mini-log and the System 8 with that will receive program change messages, so I can only try it out on those two, but you should be able to get the idea. So I've got two I just quickly banged in some rubbish sequences on these two tracks. So on this one I've just got a just mute some of the sounds. So I've just taken for this track, which hopefully you can hear, I've just done a basic drum groove off, so that's using the internal sounds of the Deluge. This track we can see is on MIDI, all right, and that's going out to MIDI channel 5, and that's controlling the mini-log. So at the moment, the mini-log's got this kind of fat sort of bass sound, and then on MIDI channel 6, that's my System 1, that's going into that. Which is weird because my issue, that's why I can't hear it because I've got it turned down. Muppet, right? That's one issue. Turn your volume up first and you hear stuff. I've got that sound going into there. Then on my next track, if I just load that in, or my next song I should say, on 100, so as soon as I load that in, again I've just got a drum groove going from the internal sounds of the Deluge, and then on channel 5, which if you remember from the previous one is the mini-log, that's now playing this sound, okay, because it's sending out a program change message to change the mini-log sound when I load that track, and then this one for the System 8 is going into this one. So if I load back in again on the other songs, right, so if you remember, that's the System 8 sound, that's the mini-log sound. If I load in track 101, see now the System 8, it does change on the System 8, but for some reason it doesn't kind of load it in fully. I have to quickly press a button on the System 8, and that's nothing to do with the Deluge. That's some issue with the System 8, because it doesn't kind of, it changes to the patch, but it doesn't, for some reason there's no sound. Even if I play the keyboard on the System 8, it's not like it's fully loading it in. Like I say, that's not a Deluge problem. So we've then got that sound on there, and then we've got that on the mini-log. So if I just kind of go from this track into the other one, hopefully you can sort of hear how it changes straight away. So if I play this, and yes, I know it's crap. I've just put this in really quick just to demonstrate the program change messages. Here we go. Okay, so remember, there's the drums. This is the mini-log. This is the System 1. If I now load in, okay, so this has got the next track kind of loaded up ready. As soon as I press load, let me just turn this down a sec. Okay, as soon as I press load, it will load in after the next bar. I can choose longer than one bar, but I'm just going to do it on one for now. Okay, and then it will change here. So hopefully you can hear straight away now we've got this track is now the mini-log, has changed instantly, and this is the System 8. One issue I have found is if I go back the other way, okay, it's not actually picking up that mini-log on beat 1 until the second bar through, which could be a bit of an issue. I'm not sure if it's something I'm doing wrong, but it changes it, but obviously it doesn't change it quite quick enough. It changes it on that first beat, so it's not picking up that first note. So that's something that could be an issue for some people. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty smooth. I mean, going back the other way, let's give this one again. And then into that one. Okay, so I mean, if you're not wanting to go straight in with all your sounds on beat 1, it's not going to be an issue from a live point of view. And setting it up is really easy. So this is the mini-log. So this is now in the track view of the mini-log. All we do is we press down on here, and we can choose here. You've got bank and sub-bank and program change and so on. So if we go into program, and then basically this number here just corresponds with the numbers of the patches on the mini-log. So that's patch 8. If I got to patch 9, Okay, so that's just scrolling through all the patches on the Minilog. The Minilog's really simple because there's no banks and sub-banks or anything. It's just basically all your program changes. So that one's dead simple. Like I say, the System 8, it's the first time I've used program change on the System 8. To be honest, I've not got my head around it yet. But same principle. If I go on this, MIDI channel 6, push that in there, and then as I go through these, it will, there you go. So this is now playing the System 8. It seems to alternate between performance modes and the patches on the System 8, so I need to just get my head around that. But, I mean, it does work really well. Like I say, the only issue that you might find is that it doesn't always catch your first note. So if you want to go in, let's say, like with a massive bass sound on beat 1, it's not going to pick that up until the second bar. So that's just something to be aware of. If I'm doing anything wrong, then please let me know. And hopefully that answers Paul's question. So thanks for watching. If it doesn't, put another comment in and I'll see if I can answer it on the next one. All right, thanks for watching. Cheers.